Good morning, ma'am.
एक मिनट
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, students. Get ready with the discussion of question answer. Yesterday we were doing McCavity poem. So we were not able to do question answers. So I'm going to continue with the same one. So all of you, I'm giving you 1 minute. Hurry up. Get ready with your literature books. So today we will discuss McCavity's question answers. You were able to first, second, and yesterday. Okay, so we will continue with the same one. Okay, we were doing question number 4. For that, I'm going to share screen with you. Yes, we were doing question number 4. Read stanza third and then describe McCavity in 2 or 3 sentences of your own. So who is going to describe McCavity in 2 or 3 sentences? Hurry up, get ready. You just go through stanza number 3 again and describe McCavity, which kind of cat it was, which kind of traits, personality traits, characteristics are associated with its personality. You just find out all the words. Hurry up, get ready. Okay, Kavish, you tell me. Your answer is ready. Okay, Kavish, what have you written?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ McCavity is a ginger cat who is very tall and thin with sunken eyes and brow deeply lined with thoughts. While its head is highly domed, its coat is dusty and whiskers are uncombed. It sways its head from side to side, and it is always wide awake, even when one thinks that it is a half asleep.
Very good. Very good. You have written. So you can write down other traits of his personality. Which kind of ginger cat? So here you are not supposed to write down the word ginger. In place of ginger, what you will be writing? Tell me what you will be writing in place of ginger. In place of ginger, I have told you the meaning of ginger. That I want to know from you. Yesterday, we have gone through this poem very, very carefully. So what is the meaning of ginger here? You are supposed to write down same word. Let me read it. Okay, very good. Akul, Arish and Anjali. Only 3 were present yesterday in my class. Only 3 have given me the answer of ginger. What about others? Others were sleeping in my class. They were still in their bed. Kavish and Turanya. Yes. So in place of ginger, you are supposed to write down mysterious, clever, cunning, cautious, smart. So mysterious, clever, cunning, cautious, smart. Other adjectives, other traits that you can associate. Yes, very good. He is a criminal. Yes, mastermind. So many traits you can add with its personality. Because from that ginger word, we can find out so many words. So that cat is described just like mysterious, clever, cunning, cautious, smart, criminal, mastermind. So many other words are there. I will be reading chat box. I have told you so many words, but now you are supposed to tell me. I'm reading from chat box now. Let me see how many were attentive and how many were still in their bed and taking rest without opening their books. Because yesterday I came to know you are not supposed to read only e-books. E-books are shared with you so that I can see, you can only at a glance, you can see what is going in the class. If I write down a difficult word meaning, you can copy that. Okay, word meanings. You can, but it doesn't mean that you are supposed to sit like this or you are lying on your sofas and beds. Not like that. You should have books and pencils in your hands. Okay, whatever the details I discuss with you, you are supposed to write down. But you only by sitting like this, you are not able to understand anything. You have to move your pencils. You have to open books, notebooks. Okay, so you can tell about his physical traits also. Which physical traits are given here? How does she look? Hurry up. How does she look? Clever thing that I have told about his personality trait, that which kind of cat it was, but how did she look? Only Anjali knows this thing. And Taranya and Akul. Very good. Parigupta, very good. So it was tall, thin, and with sunken eyes. What is the meaning of sunken eyes? What is the meaning of sunken eyes? Eyes which are deep inside. Okay, which are deep from inside. So these are known as sunken eyes. Sometimes persons have dark circles, now their eyes are deep. With age, it goes on deep. Okay, so that word can be used for that. That person had sunken eyes. Okay, so that cat was tall, thin, having sunken eyes. Okay, okay, next feature. Okay, yes, forehead, it was having wrinkles. Yes, wrinkles on forehead. Yes, very good. Wrinkles on forehead. Yes. Whiskers were uncombed. Okay, very good. Whiskers were uncombed. What is the meaning of whiskers here, bache? You know, on animals' face there are hair on the sides, like here and there. This portion is known as whiskers. You should know, hair of a cat. Yes, side portion. These one. Okay, so these portions are known as whiskers. Okay, so you can pick up all these points, that wrinkles on forehead, whiskers uncombed. Yes, whiskers were uncombed. You can pick up this. Any another point? Okay. And yes, how was its coat? Coat was full of soil. You can say untidy. If it is given in the question, coat was full of soil, so you can write down coat was untidy. Okay. Yes, it was moving like a snake. You can pick up this point also. Moving like a snake. That is described its walking style. Its walking style. So, bache, I have written so many points in front of you. You can pick up all the points and you can frame a very good answer. Yes. Now, full blackboard is covered in camera. Okay. So, wrinkles on forehead, whiskers were uncombed, coat was full of soil, untidy. These features you can also take. Okay. And which kind of cat it was? It was mysterious, clever, cunning, cautious, smart, criminal, mastermind. And physical description, it was tall, thin, and having sunken eyes. Okay. And it was moving like a snake. Okay. That is its walking style. So all the lines you can pick up and you can frame a very good answer. Clear? Now let's move to true and false. False. So for that, I'm going to share screen with you. Have you written this thing? Have you written these points? Okay. So next question we have is true, false. So get ready for that. Say false or true for each of the following statement. You type in chat box, I'll be typing in front of you. Okay. Now tell me, Macavity is not an ordinary cat. Macavity is not an ordinary cat. Hurry up, tell me yes or no. It is not an ordinary cat. Yes, it is. Sorry. True. Next, McCavity cannot do what a fakir can easily do. Hurry up. Hurry up, type in chat box. McCavity cannot do what a fakir can easily do. What can fakir easily do? It is given in your poem, this line. Just go through this line. That fakir line, it is given. So what will be its answer? Its answer will be false. Yes. So second will be false. Now let's move to third. McCavity has supernatural powers. Tell me, do you think it has supernatural powers? Because there are so many examples are given that gravitational force is there. Instead of going down, he goes up. That he commits crime and he is found nowhere. So you do. What do you think? Can ordinary cat have such kind of qualities? So its answer will be true. Check your answer side by side. McCavity is well dressed, smart, and bright. From these all points, whatever I have written on the board, do you think that it was well dressed? It was smart because her hairs are not properly combed. She was wearing a dirty coat. So from all these examples, we can say fourth is yes, false. McCavity is a spy, a trickster, and a criminal. Yes, very good. So your fifth answer will be true. You are supposed to do true, false only in your books. You will be doing only question answers in your notebook. Okay, bache? You are supposed to do question answers only in your notebooks. Fifth part you are supposed to do only in your book. Okay. Okay. Now, bache, let's move to question number 6. Having read the poem, try to guess whether the poet is fond of cats. If so, why does he call McCavity fiend and monster? You have gone through the poem. We have spent whole day on that. I explained, this was explained to YouTube in detail. We have come to know so many personality traits of McCavity. We have come to know about poet also. So every person will have their own perspective. Every person will have their own viewpoint. So you just tell me after going through the poem, you just make a guess. Your guess can be different. My guess can be different. Kavish, Torania, Arish, Herman, Akul, all guesses can be different. It doesn't mean that our answer should be same. There will be a variety in our answer. But you just tell me, uh, uh, do you think that the poet is really fond of cats? It means poet really loves cats. From which line it is crystal clear that poet loves cats? From which lines it is clear? From which sentences it is clear that poet really loves cats? Hurry up, you type in chat box. From which line? Okay, let's gather hands for sixth answer. Okay, from which gesture? He is appreciating or he is hating cat? First of all, this thing, he is appreciating or he is hating cat? We will gather all the hands. Tell me, he hates cat or he is appreciating, he admires it? Yes, it means first we can say he admires. He admires. Okay, he admires. He appreciates. Okay, what kind of things does he appreciate? What kind of things does he appreciate? Tell me. His physical traits. Traits you can say. Characteristics, yes. Okay. After that, his swift and sudden movements. Yes. So these things are being appreciated. Swift movements. Okay. He appreciates his smartness. His smartness. Okay. So from all those guesses, what we have come to know that he appreciates the cat, but what do you know? That so if he is appreciating the cat, why does it call the cavity of Fiont and a monster? Because it breaks the law. Yes, it breaks the laws at the same time. At the same time. So who is going to frame this answer? I have provided you hints. Hints, I have told you that he admires it, he appreciates his physical traits, his characteristics, his swift and sudden movements, his smartness. So from all these examples, we can say that he is really fond of cats. So bache, now only 3 students are raising their hands after providing you so many hints. I have given you prompts. With the help of these hints, you can speak. So Rudransh, you tell me what have you framed? What have you written in this answer? Hurry up. So tell me.
मैं सिर्फ अभी वो समझता हूँ मैम, बाद में जब क्वेश्चंस करने होते हैं तब मैं मैम लिखता हूँ.
Okay, I'm going to ask from Karanya, then from Sharanjot. Afterwards, others all should be ready. First, Karanya will speak, then from Sharanjot, and then others should be ready with their answer. Afterwards, I will not be listing your lame excuses. Okay, Karanya. Yes, Taranya.
Yes, ma'am. Poet is fond of cats as he describes all the movements of Macavity in a successful way, but at the same time he calls Macavity a fiend and monster due to his criminal nature. He breaks all the laws. The poet uses these terms to describe the negative activities of a criminal character who is very quick in movement and evades arrest every time and verifies in thin air before the police arrives and vanishes in thin air before the police arrives.
Okay. Now, from Sharanjot, you tell me this answer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it seems like the poet is fond of cats. He calls Macavity a monster because he might have wanted to portray an evil side. He might have been used a cat in order to create a negative character who is criminal and escape easily from the police. The quick movements of cats and the mysterious eyes might have influenced him to create an evil character in form of cat.
Good. Very good. Now, all of you get ready with this answer. I can ask any of the child. If you are not able to give me the answer, I'm going to mark you absent. I'm sorry to say, but I have to mark you absent if you are not able to give me the answer. So get ready for that. First of all, I will be asking Samiksha. After Samiksha, Suruchi should be ready. So Samiksha, you unmute yourself and tell me this answer. Yes, Samiksha? Yes, Samiksha, tell me your answer. Hurry up, don't waste time. If you will not give me answer, I'll mark you absent today. Hurry up. Samiksha, tell me your answer. I'm preparing it, just 2 minutes. What is that? Sameer, you tell me this answer. Sameer,
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning. Yes, बच्चे you
मैम मैं समझ रहा हूँ अभी मैम मैं बात लिखने
your class will take whole period to understand only. I have provided you so many hints. With the help of those hints, you could frame answer, but no. It's really bad. 8th B is not so enthusiastic class. I don't know, do they sleep in between in class? I don't know what is going on.
Sorry, ma'am.
So I'm giving you 2 minutes to frame this answer. Hurry up. Akul, you tell me now. Akul. Where has he gone? Akul, you tell me this answer.
Ma'am, yes.
And you show me your face. You haven't got ready.
Ma'am, no.
Okay, now tell me. Now you are looking good. Yes. Yes.
Yes, poet is fond of cats and he admires cats for all the swift movements, their smartness. But on the other side, poet is showing a negative sides of the cats. He portrays an evil side of cats like Macavity stealing, defying the laws, etc. So poet is calling him a friend and a monster. We can also find the lines from the context like for he is a friend in a feline shape, a monster of depravity.
Good. Well, very well done. Good. Now, Ananya, you tell me. Yes, Ananya. You also keep your video on.
मैम आई विल कीप माय वीडियो ऑन तो मेरी जो आवाज है आपको फिर रुक रुक के आएगी क्योंकि सुबह मेरा इंटरनेट कनेक्शन अच्छा नहीं होता.
Okay, no problem. Then you tell me your answer.
Okay, the poet admires the cat for his swift movement, expert primitively, and the way he gives a slip to the police. But he is a lawbreaker as he also breaks the law of gravity at the same time. So the poet called him devil and giant. But from my side, I think so that poet is a fond of cats.
But you explain in detail. Okay. Now, Janvi, you tell me this answer. Yes, Janvi. Yes, Janvi. Beta, I have told you to unmute yourself. You can
Yes,
unmute
ma'am.
yourself. Yes, speak.
Yes, it seems the poet is very fond of cats and admires Macavity when he defies the law and manages to escape from the clutches of police every time. He calls Macavity a fiend and a monster as he wants to portray an evil side of the cat. He uses these terms to describe the negative activities of a criminal character who is very quick in movement and evades arrest every time and vanishes in thin air before the police arrives. The mysterious and devil-like eyes might have influenced the poet to create an evil character in the form of a cat who is corrupt and wicked by nature.
Now, Sameer and Samiksha, they both are ready or not? Yes, Bacha, your answer is absolutely fine. You have written so well. And Sameer and Samiksha, you took 2 minutes from me. And I have given you 2 minutes. Is your answer ready? Tell me. Is your answer ready, Sameer? Otherwise, you will be marked absent by me. Sameer and Samiksha. Your answer is ready or not? So they both are being marked absent by me. Okay, now Harman, you read next question. Wait.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes, read question 7.
Has the poet used exaggeration for special effect? Find a few examples of it and read those lines aloud.
So all of you start finding those lines and type in chat box which are those lines. We will go through first paragraph. So which is that line? Tell me. Hurry up, this answer is so simple. Type in chat box. Yes, he is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying spears, despair. So this is the line I have found from first. Yes. Now from second. From second. Yes. Very good. I'm reading from your chat box. You are writing so well. Now from third. You also underline in your books. From first stanza, he is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying spears, despair. Do you think it can be? Do you think it can be? No. Yes. So second, his power of levitation. Do you think that ordinary cat can have a power of levitation? Do you think that they can float in the air? They can move in the air. They can have the power of levitation. They can move in the air. These are only because of the supernatural power. So yes. Now from third stanza. Yes. Find out which line. Yes, hurry up. I'm waiting for your answer. Yes. This line you can pick up. So you can underline this line. Okay. So now this is end of the chapter. We have done all the question answers and you are supposed to do all these question answers in your fair notebook. So you are supposed to do all these question answers in your fair notebook. I'll be sending you the schedule. According to that given schedule, you have to submit me your English notebook for checking. Okay? Clear? So let's continue with that grammar part that we were doing. Because all the active passive voice, I'm not going to teach you in 1 day or 2 days, because this active passive voice, this grammar will be going on in whole of the year. So on that day, we have discussed active passive voice 2 rules. Which were 2 rules? Tell me that I have discussed with you. Present indefinite and present continuous. Yes. Which 2 rules we have done? Yes, on last week of active passive voice. Yes, present indefinite and continuous. So I'm going to continue with that active passive voice, and you are supposed to do this work in your fair notebook also. Okay. So today I have planned to take third rule. That is a rule number 3rd. That is of present perfect tense. Now tell me, what is the rule of present perfect tense? The things which have been done, the task which has been done. We have done with the chapter McCavity. We have completed our chapter. So it is present perfect tense. We have done our work. So we have done our work. It means we are supposed to use this has, have plus verb 3rd form. So when it is given in active and you are supposed to change into passive. So what rule you are supposed to use? See, with has, have, Third form is used. So when you are going to use active into passive, has, have, so you will be using has, have in the same way with singular has, with plural have, but you are added been. See, bache, there is a lot of difference between been and being. So don't make it, don't get confused with that. It is been, and with has and have, been is used when active to passive is changed. With has, have, third form is changed in active voice. And when we change into passive, we use has, have plus been plus third form. Clear? For example, I have learned my lesson. So I have learned my lesson here. My lesson is your object and I is your subject. So here subject will become object and object will become subject. So my lesson will come here and I will change into me. I have given you table on that day. You will follow that table. Okay. So my lesson has been done by me. My lesson has been done by me. So this is the rule of active passive voice present perfect tense. You are supposed to do this rule in your fair notebook. Okay, bache? So write down this rule as it is in your fair notebook, and I will be sharing one of the exercise with you. Some of the sentences I think I should give you to do it. So write down fast. Write down fast, hurry up. This is a very simple rule. We will be going so slow so that all these rules should be very much clear to you. I don't want to run after this syllabus because concept should be very much clear to you. So here I'm going to provide you some of the sentences. So shall I write these sentences? If you have written this, okay. These notebooks will be thoroughly checked. So you have to do this work. So bache, write down sentences, and these sentences you solve on your own and we will definitely discuss. I have read Godin. Bache, write down these sentences in your book. So these 5 sentences I have provided you, but you start solving on your own and we will discuss it in class. Now time is running out. I am giving you this as a homework. We will discuss these 5 sentences on Monday. Okay, I have read Godin. Okay, hurry up. You type in chat box. If it is possible, we can solve it, I think, within 2 minutes. I have read Godin. Yes, Godin has been read by me. Godin has been read by me. Very good, Arish. Only one student has written, typed in chat box. Samiksha. Very good. So Samiksha and Arish, only 2 students have typed. What about others? I have to carry this topic on Monday. we are not able to complete. Now bell has gone. We will continue this topic on Monday. Okay, by the time you complete your work, you do question answers of McCavity in your fair notebook and write down this third rule of present perfect tense in your notebooks. Okay, bache? Okay.